Rise and grind, the whiskeys that you should be hunting. Let's get into this list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskeys, the best cigars, the best wines, the best cognacs. We help you to elevate, level up, and live your best life. And today, we're always looking to save you some time. There are so many whiskeys out there. We've got people sleeping in parking lots, paying double and triple the price. Now, there are some whiskeys where it's worth it. There are some whiskeys where it makes sense. There are some whiskeys where I would pay $200-300 for. And so today we want to share with you the whiskeys that are actually worth the hunt. And the first whiskey that we have on this list today, we've got Shanks. And so this is the 2023 edition. This is put out by Michter's. And so every year they've got Shanks, and I think it's called Bombardier or something like that. I didn't want to like this because I can never get it. I didn't want to like it, so I figured it must be overrated. But I got a sample of it here. This is 91 proof. And so I didn't want to like it because I figured, how could this possibly be good? It's highly allocated. I've never even seen a bottle. It's low proof and I can't get it. And because I can't get it, I wanted to hate it. I wanted to say I don't need it. And then I took a sip of this. Well, first, the smell. The smell of this is absolutely amazing. The smell transfers to the palate. The smell, you get so much toffee and caramel. Now remember, this is only 91% or 91 proof, but yet it is so flavorful. Toffee, caramel, there's even this buttery, like a buttery caramel, like a caramel popcorn. And so that's what this smells like, and that's what it tastes like. And so it drinks way above the proof. It's 91 proof, and so you think it's gonna be thin, but instead it's got this luscious mouthfeel, this luxurious approach. This to me is the best low proof whiskey that I've ever had. Anything under 100 proof cannot stand up to this. Even as we look at this in the glass, we can see the legs just trickling down. It's low proof, but the taste, caramel, toffee, again, this is the best low proof whiskey that I've ever had. And so this is something I've heard it goes for about $100 or so, put out by Michter's. I'm gonna be hunting for this. Shanks. And the next whiskey that we have on this list of whiskeys that are worth the hunt. Anyone that's been following this channel knows that one of my first videos were bourbons for the beginner. And I talked about Knob Creek. I love Knob Creek. In that first video, I talked about Knob Creek 9-year. And then I started talking about Knob Creek 12-year. Well, today I've got Knob Creek 15-year. And to me, this is the best Knob Creek. We go from that 9-year, which is the basic brown sugar and molasses. The 12-year becomes a bit fruity, like a dried fruit. Now, after 15 years, that dried fruit is now mixed with some pleasant oak. And so you have the best of both worlds with this. I don't like the 18-year. And so this is 100 proof, 15-year. This is my favorite Knob Creek. This to me is worth the hunt. I would love to have a bottle of this. You get that sweet, burnt brown sugar mixed in with oak. One of the things I always say is that 15-year, that's my max. And so when it comes to, I don't like the Elijah Craig barrel, the Elijah Craig at 18-year. I don't like Knob Creek at 18-year. I don't like Pappy Van Winkle beyond 15-year. And so 15-year is that sweet spot. And so again, you got that quintessential bourbon, the brown sugar, the molasses, and aged for 15 years, that pleasant balance of sweetness and oakiness. Knob Creek 15-year. This is worth the hunt. And the next whiskey that we've got Wella Antique 107. And so if you're looking at this, you're probably wondering, This is not Antique 107. Well, I took my bottle of Antique 107, mixed it with Wella 12, and then I made me my poor man's pappy. At first couple months, all I could taste was the cinnamon spice from the Antique 107, but now it has blended so perfectly. And so I use my Antique 107 to make this, but I wish I just kept the bottle because by itself, Antique 107 is so good. It's red, and so that's reminiscent of the cinnamon. And so to me, again, this is my favorite Wella product. Cinnamon spice, a pleasant sweetness. Antique 107 is worth the hunt. Now, there are some places where you can get it for, $50, $60. I would hunt for this. I would pay $100 for this. I wish I still had a bottle of Wella Antique 107. That is worth the hunt. We hope that you are enjoying this video. If you are enjoying it, hit a like, leave a comment, let us know what are the whiskeys that you believe are worth the hunt. Share with this community because that's what we are, a community of like-minded men and women who share with each other. We don't want each other wasting money, buying products that is not that good. And so save a friend, save a man, save a woman, save a hard-working person some time and some money, and let them know what is that last bottle that you got that wasn't worth it. And be positive. Let them know what is worth it. And so on this channel, we're here to help each other. And so leave a comment. Let us know what whiskeys are worth the hunt. Now in my hand, I've got this Baker's 7. I've got this in my hand, and I don't have the next selection, which is Baker's 13. And so I've been seeing it. I see it at my local cigar lounge, in fact. They've got a bottle there of Baker's 13, selling for about $200. And if it's there the next time I visit, I'm gonna get that bottle. I like the Baker's 7. As you can tell, I like the Jim Beam, so the Knob Creek, I like. Booker's, I like. Baker's 7, I like. Baker's 13. To me, this is worth the hunt. I've seen it for $200. I keep passing up on it. I've got to get it. It's caramel. It's butterscotch. I had a sample of it. Loved it. In fact, I put it in a video called The Most Allocated Whiskeys in My Collection, but I don't have any more. And so I need to get another bottle of that. Baker's 13 is worth the hunt. You got that Jim Beam, that peanut, but you get so much caramel, so much butterscotch. Baker's 13 is worth the hunt. And the last whiskey that we have, this is a rye. This is the Sagamore 8-year. Now, I just came back from a bottle share. Someone there we had the old overhauls, the Jim Beam rye. We also had Parker Hannafin. We had that rye. But we also had this, the Sagamore 8-year rye. We also had Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof Rye. And the favorite that everyone kept coming to was this, Sagamore 8-year rye. In fact, a friend of mine texted me just the other day and he said, what was that amazing rye that we had? And I said, the Parker? He said, no, the one that was really good. The one that tastes like cherries and ginger. The one that tastes like cloves, and the one that we kept going back to. I said, oh, you're talking about the Sagamore. The one you can get for about $70. The one that we say is by far the Midwinter's Night Dram killer. This is an amazing product. Now, this is worth the hunt. I'll give you one extra one. The Sagamore Port Finish. That one is like chocolate covered raspberries. I don't know if you can find it. You can only get that at the distillery. I had a bottle of that and went through it immediately. But you can find this. This is the 8-year. This is an amazing rye to me. Yes, there's Thomas Handy. Yes, there's some other products out there. I love my Kentucky Owl rye. There's some great ryes out there. But as far as what we could just hunt day to day, Sagamore 8-year. This is worth the hunt. And this is actually the cheapest one in this video. This one you can get for about $75. Today for our conversation, we want to leave you with this. If you are liked by everybody, then you are probably fake. You see, if everybody likes you, if everybody accepts you, if everybody receives you, now I'm not talking about you're a gentleman and you're a lady and you're a pleasant person to be around. I'm not talking about just being a good person, a person who avoids trouble and conflict. I'm talking about that person who everybody uncannily likes you. If everyone accepts every single thing that you do, then you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you living for yourself or are you living to please everybody? You see, if everybody loves your ideas and if everybody just receives every thought and every concept you have, if everybody understands your dreams and your passion, if everybody just welcomes you, then you've got to look within yourself and ask, am I really being true to myself? Or do I just do what everybody wants? You see, the key to success in life is to be yourself. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Don't worry if they accept it. Don't worry if they receive you. Don't worry if they like you. Follow you. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion. Follow your ideas. You see, I always worry when everybody likes what I'm doing. It's an indication that I might be doing and living for everyone else. And so on your journey, as you rise and as you grind, continue to look in the mirror and listen to that still soft voice. Don't try to please everyone else. Make sure you are being true to yourself. And so let's finish this conversation in the chat. Like, leave a comment, subscribe and join this community. Follow us on some other platforms. We got an Instagram, we got our TikTok. Those are both at Rise and Grind 411. Like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, rise and grind.